Alright, I am live here at Triangular Field. The sun has just set here, and you're not really allowed to be on the battlefield after dark. So I am going down here. This is one of the few places that is actually not a popular place for people to visit, even though it is one of my favorite locations to investigate. See if a few people come in here. Sticking my spirit box out here. This triangular field area here is actually one of the most haunted locations here in Gettysburg. Somehow it's stayed under the radar. People are attracted a lot to the rocks of Devil's Den that are nearby. Just beyond that tree there is Devil's Den. You can see the tops of the monuments. Great time of year to come down here. There's the sun just setting. Here in Gettysburg. Now let's see here. Sorry about that. Just waiting for some people to come in here. Not sure for those of you who are watching on replay. Looks like it's going to be a nice evening here in Gettysburg. This rock wall here basically marks the border of Triangular Field, even though it goes back a ways still. Field is pretty much standing right in the middle of one of the angles, and you can see it's triangular in shape. This is always one of my favorite spots to visit in Gettysburg. I'm not sure how long I'm going to actually be here. You're not allowed in the park here after dark. I'm looking at my screen right now on the sunset that we're currently having. Let me see if I zoom in, if it makes it any clearer. Yeah, there we go. dark orange and pink is highlighted a lot better. This is more or less just a low key. I don't really have any other camera angles set up as well, like I usually do. This is just going to be a low key spirit box investigation. I brought my dowsing rod, which I'd love to use on investigations, but it has been extremely windy this weekend here in Gettysburg. It's just a steady wind. Now it's not as windy as it was earlier today. Really just go to the 10-minute mark here, at least. Yeah, I was actually out here earlier today to try to find the location of the famous YouTube video from 2011 that Tom Underwood took when he and his family visited Triangular Field, and they captured something very astonishing. It's believed to be one of the best ghost videos of all time, where these appears to be soldiers walking up into the woods, even though they were trees, which I've never understood. There's actually trees there. And it shows soldiers walking up into the woods on like a continual loop, repeating loop. And I could not quite find the exact location. This is the Triangular Field in Gettysburg. We've been here all weekend, and it was surprisingly crowded in town and on the battlefield. Hello, Desert Herb Xer. Yes, that video was it's definitely one of the best out there. And you can tell by the way that they are responding in the video that they are astonished by what they are witnessing. Yeah, it is a really nice night. The sun actually set here. You're only allowed in the park until dark. Right now is right around the time where people go into town, and the town gets very busy at night with the various restaurants they have in town. Yeah, that video has always fascinated me, how it appears to be just on a continual loop where these apparitions can be seen. And it was just a random video recorded on an evening just like tonight. That was back in 2001, I believe. It's definitely one of my favorite videos. I go back to it and watch it at least every few months, just because of how fascinating it is. I was trying to do some research and find out where exactly that video was taken. I actually was here earlier in the day and walked this entire field through the trails here, which aren't very wide, as you can see. And I could not find the exact layout as it appears on the video. Now, in the description of the video, it says it was taken at Triangular Field, and there was a 10-foot drop-off past the rock that's in the video, that's on the left side of the screen as they are shooting the video. And I could not find that exact rock. even though I walked this entire field earlier today. So I was attempting to find the exact spot it was located and to video the same spot. If nobody's ever been out to Gettysburg, I would highly recommend it. We were out at the cemetery today where Abraham Lincoln gave his famous Gettysburg Address speech. There were a lot of people around, but everybody was very quiet because it's such a solemn, somber place where a lot of the victims of this battle were laid to rest. The thing I've always found ironic about this battle is the Union were buried with so much respect, so much pomp and circumstance, so to speak, about, their sacrifice. And the Confederates were just basically buried wherever they could find a place to bury them. I mean, which is understandable. They were the opposite side for the Union up here in Pennsylvania. It had to be a really strange time in American history after the war, where the people who were your mortal enemies were now suddenly your fellow countrymen. Once again. Now there was one of the things I've always found fascinating on that video from 2001 was there are lights that can be seen that almost look like fireflies, lightning bugs, whatever you want to call them. And that's believed to be spirit energy manifesting as well. So when I'm here, I usually come here and try to just scan the field here and see if I see those lights, because those lights actually were a precursor to those apparitions that they captured. Because light anomalies actually occurred right before that. We actually were out on Emmitsburg Road last night. Stephen and Frank, whenever I was with them before they went back to Pittsburgh, we saw light anomalies just along the fence line on Emmitsburg Road as we were heading back to our hotel, which was very strange indeed. But I mean, light anomalies are not rare here in Gettysburg. I like to think of the light anomalies kind of like a pilot light for apparition manifestation. Like it's like that's their way of trying to manifest, and sometimes they're unable to and can only make those small blips of light for whatever reason. That's like the spark they need to manifest, and sometimes it ignites and they become full-bodied apparitions, or they just stay as the light anomalies based off of the amount of energy they need. That's my own 2 cents worth, though. I mean, nobody's really an expert in this. If anybody says they are, then they're lying. Although I do strongly believe the more you investigate and actively research this field, you become more in tune with the spirits. Gettysburg holds a special place for me because this is where I actually began paranormal investigating. I had some weird stuff happen as a child, yet still remained skeptical until I began investigating here in the early 2000s. And this has always been one of my favorite spots here in Triangular Field. So I'm going to fire up the S-Box here and see if we can make any contact with any of the spirits. Now, earlier today I was drawn down to here, the closest resemblance to the rock formation that is in the Tom Underwood video was down this way. Are there any spirits here? Please come forward. I'm requesting communication. If you're fine with that, please come forward. If you need my energy, you can take it. You can take energy from the camera here, or whatever you need. Were you wounded in the battle? Oftentimes in the battlefield locations, I often wonder if even soldiers who were injured in battle and eventually succumb to their injuries elsewhere actually return to the spot of their injury. I mean, you figure they may have never even regained consciousness after the injury, even if they stayed alive for hours afterwards elsewhere. Please give me a sign of your presence. And I'm pretty much standing right at the middle of the angle of the triangular field here, one of the sides of the triangle. Thank you for everybody who's tuning in. Do you need me to come down further? If so, let me know. Alright, I'm going to walk down a little bit further into the woods. Please follow me. You can bring any spirits you would like to with you. Are there any other spirits here with me besides the soldiers? Is there anybody here with me? If so, please let your presence be known. I am impartial. I'm here to contact both Union and Confederate soldiers. Those were different times a long time ago. And regardless of what side people stood for in the war, you ultimately were still Americans. I'm going to put down these little balls here that can light up. Feel free to light them up if you are able to. You may use my energy if you need to. Find a spot to put them on where they won't fall over and be lost forever. Sorry everybody, my chat cut out. I really haven't said hi to anybody. Thank you everybody for tuning in here. I'm coming to you from Triangular Field, Desert Urbexer. Cynthia, thank you for tuning in. Benny Loco, really appreciate you joining me here. I'm out here in Triangular Field. I have not seen a soul in this area since I came here. The more popular location is Devil's Den, just right up over the hill, and that's where everybody seemed to be. Are you afraid to talk to me? If so, let me know another way. You can make one of those toys light up. Yeah, I really like using my dowsing rods on investigation. I haven't used them all week because it's been very windy here out in the open. That's why I've been mainly using Spirit Box and just some of the other pieces of equipment. Hey Steven, what's up, man? Wish you were here. I know you got to pay the bills though. Yeah, I'm out here at Triangular Field. I mean, it's starting to get pretty dark here. I'm actually utilizing the fact that there are a lot of people here. I mean, I don't think they're really gonna go through the park yet. I still see a lot of people around in other areas. Yes, I am using the Ghost Hunter 3000. Are there any spirits here? Can you please come through? Yeah, it's it's getting dark, I just turned my light off. That gives you an example of how dark it really is here. Okay, thanks, Stephen. Appreciate it. Yeah, I actually arrived here at Triangular Field and was surprised that I had service here, which is why I'm decided to go live. Yeah, I really couldn't even use the music box out here because as you can see, the grass is real tall and everything keeps blowing around out here. So even the music box wouldn't have worked. Would have kept giving false positives and kept going off. Like I said, I just kind of... I'll just fall asleep right here. Good to hear, Cynthia. Glad you made it home safe. Really enjoyed teaming up with you down here at this awesome location in Gettysburg. Hoping to do it again sometime soon. If there are any spirits here, please give me a sign. You can use my energy if you'd like. That seems to be the theme of the day today. I have not gotten very much at all on the S-Box. I'm actually going to try AM. I tried AM earlier. It doesn't give as much much channel interference. Thank you, spirits, for communicating with us here. Oh, I just got jaggered in the path. Yeah, jagger bushes. Is this an easier way to communicate? Please come forward. I'm not here to harm you. Please show me a sign that you're here with me. Don't be afraid. really sorry that your life was wasted fighting a battle far away from your home. I guess one of the saddest things about the Civil War was that so many soldiers died hundreds of miles away from where they lived, from their friends and their family. Never received proper burials. The Confederate soldiers were basically buried like animals. Can you please come forward? I'm not here to harm you. I'm only here to talk to you. I gotta shut the light off for a minute. Oh, it's great to see you in here, Jersey Steve. I haven't seen you in a while. I still remember your video you captured at that cemetery. If nobody's checked out Jersey Steve's channel. He has an awesome capture from a couple years ago. And I still remember it. It's one of my favorite videos. He's out in the cemetery and this weird see-through humanoid figure real quick darts off to the left, right behind him. Yeah, unfortunately, guys, I'm going to call this in about 10 minutes. Because I know you're not supposed to be out here past dark. And I want to be respectful, follow the rules. Like I said, I've seen a lot of people here, and there's no way they've all cleared out by now. Yeah, I just went dark to try to catch the cat toys if they go off. Please give me a sign of your presence. Yeah, I went kind of low-key here because I didn't want to bring a lot of equipment here since I had to be quick here. Go ahead, it sounded like something was trying to come through. Keep trying, use my energy if you need to. Can you say my name or your name? Hey, I'd love to have you here, Steven. Please come forward. Sounded like something came through there. Whoa, I just saw a light over. Well, that's a car there, but I saw one. I'll have to debunk that as a car light. Can you see me? Or only hear me? I'm just looking for answers. Show me a sign. Keep hearing a man's voice. That's a vehicle on the road off in the distance. I believe that's Emmitsburg Road down there. All right, I'm going to wrap things up here. I'll come back again to visit you sometime. I'm not sure when, but I'm hoping it'll be sometime soon. Thank you. Oh, that's awesome to hear. Thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah, I had a really good time. You guys are awesome people. Had a real fun time. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to wrap things up here because I don't want to get kicked out of the park. And this is literally what I'm walking back through. So let me come up here and show you the fun pathway to get down here to where I was at. You know, these weeds are taller than me. I was feeling around for my car keys. I thought I lost my car keys. Oh crap, I'm the only vehicle left here. Alright. Well, thank you everybody for watching. I'm going to have to wrap things up here now and get out of Dodge. Awesome location. Thanks again everyone for watching. Really appreciate it. Thank you.